Say something. All right, we are live. It is episode 2, season 2 of Rockaway Creates Different Things, and this is Rockaway Creates Connection podcast.
We have a very special guest today, the one and only Rockaway Rizzo. You're about to get Rizzoed.
I love that.
Oh boy.
Exciting.
So I know one burning question that wants to get answered is, how did you end up in Rockaway?
Well, let's not go too far back. But what happened was, I am a United States Marine. I'm retired, and at the time that I came to Rockaway, Hurricane Sandy hit, and it was devastation up here in Rockaway, as we all know. And during that period of time, I was in a state of where I'm currently not where I was, as I am now, and I was going through some treatment, and I had a home health aide and a service dog at the time. My home health aide had a friend who lived in Rockaway, and we decided to come up the day after Hurricane Sandy. Up until that point, therapy for me was hard. And coming here and seeing the people within Rockaway and the resilience that they had and the things that I did overseas and humanitarian services that I had to take part in and some of the devastation, it brought back both good and bad memories because helping others is my passion. And so when I came here, the resilience of the community kept me here. And I left to go back to California, and I spoke with my caregiver at the time, and she inspired me to keep going and pushing myself forward, and it led us back to Rockaway. So from the period of time of 2012 to 2016, I made several trips back to Rockaway. And during that period of time, in 2013, is when I met up with a nonprofit called Friends of Firefighters. And during that period of time, shortly after Hurricane Sandy, I stayed with Friends of Firefighters until COVID timeframe.
Wow.
Yeah. It was an amazing journey thus far. And with the firefighters of New York City, I couldn't have been prouder. The fire department represents so much camaraderie, and being with them brought me back to being in the Marine Corps. And the acceptance and going into the firehouses and bringing them health and wellness was an amazing journey along the way, sharing both my story and them sharing theirs, and me bringing the opportunity for them to seek help as needed.
Amazing. So Rockaway Creates is a community, and you've been a part of it for so long, but you're one of our newer members. And I think that that's important when you mention like what you're most passionate about currently. Because Rockaway Creates is for everybody, but it feels really good to be a part of it when you are promoting something or sharing something. So what's your latest, let's work backwards. What's your latest passion? What are you bringing forth?
For the past 3 years, I've had the opportunity to be the captain of the New York Dippers Club, and we go in and we do cold water therapy. And captain is an admirable term, and also given to me also by the founder, Graham Cullis, who continues to do cold water therapy around the world and forming groups. And it's been an amazing journey. And there's always a way you can reach out to me through Instagram, through Rockaway Rizzo, and at the New York Dippers Club on Instagram as well. It's changed my life as far as personally. It's a mood changer. It's helped with my immune system. It's helped bring forth the community around, not only just in Rockaway, but we have followers around the world. And you'll find that every day, not only myself, but a co-administrator who's been very helpful in volunteering, Mike, who you might see often in his selfies throughout the community, has been very helpful. And you're going to find one of us, if not a volunteer, that helps in the mornings during our season, which is from November 1st until April 30th, during that season time frame of the cold water therapy here in Rockaway.
Amazing. And you go every day?
Every day, yes. Something cold water. And again, we all have different things going on in our lives. So everybody has different goals. So it's not just the fact of going in water. Our thing is water, but water is a catalyst. So I hope to bring something to someone like with Graham, who's our founder. He's currently traveling, but for loneliness and the fact that when you find something in common, ours just happens to be water. But when you find something, go for it. Get out of the house. Even if you don't go in the water, I always tell people all the time, we got a great community. Come meet us. I like to hang at a place called Locals. It's a coffee shop, and it's down 69th Street, and you'll find me there often. And I would hope that people come up and say hello.
Do you go there after you dip?
Yeah.
What's your? I mean, we've all joined you there. What's your favorite thing on their menu?
Oh yeah, just said it. The breakfast Sammy is the best. Gotta go try it.
What's it like?
Eggs and just a taste. They have a special sauce that goes on. That tastes really good. Yeah, it's so good. Gotta try it.
It's so good. Great. What else? Yeah, on that thread, what else do you enjoy doing around Rockaway? Like if somebody's watching this and they're planning a visit, what would you recommend to them?
Well, on my daily life, I'm usually in the community with a lot of seniors. So during the time frame of the year, and then that Rockaway itself may not just cater to seniors, but you'll find me in the neighborhood with helping people with dogs, doing things with sometimes, like I said, seniors or just their children. I'm a community service advocate. So I find that wherever there's a need, if I'm able to help, I'll help. If I can't, I'll search for the help. I recommend that in the summertime, the beach, of course, you'll find me up there on 106 at Caracas. We're out of season, so we've been teaming up different times throughout, the summer starting already and different things with nice weather. And you'll find me up on the boardwalk and just gathering around with people that I care about.
Amazing.
So something I know about you is you're an avid bingo player.
Oh,
where's some of the spots you like to play bingo in Rockaway?
Okay, some of the spots to play bingo is going to be, of course, there's the senior centers. And they do have bingo.
I know you're honorary.
Oh, I am
senior.
Yes, I'm the honorary Golden Age member of the St. Camilla's Golden Age member club, and I go there every other week. It's the best. I mean, the joy that these ladies and gentlemen give me. I know it's not for everybody, but I find joy in that, and I'm just so happy when I go to bingo. And I do other bingos. I do the Noah's Ark bingo. I do Patty Tubbs bingo. I do radio bingo. I go to the Knights of Columbus. I do Kiwanis Club. There's so many things that I just am active in that I have so much joy in, because it's not about actually being always busy. It's about my purpose, and finding the purpose in that is the joy, because I do things joyfully. I do. I really do. And as much as it sounds cliche, I really find joy in those things. And when you're doing something that brings you happiness, it comes from the inside and portrays out. So I really enjoy that. And being here with both of you and having the opportunity to share my daily life and doing things and what I do in the community, that's brought me back to my healthy state. As you asked when I got here, they were in so much tragedy and so much discontent and array that their resilience, again, I saw that, and I knew it's where I belonged, because up until that point, I didn't know where I belonged. And this community was so welcoming that I hope in return that I can now be a part of this community and bring forth something positive and bring it full circle.
Amazing.
So
I think we need to add another R on there. Resilient Rockaway.
Oh.
I love that. Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. And I really do. I have to say thank you to the dipping community. It's changed my life at that point in time. We're all going through different things in our lives, and we have ups and downs, and then we have different things that open doors and close doors, and taking opportunity. And I think taking action on things is important. So when we sit back, fear holds us back a lot, and we all have that, to include myself. So it's really good to have a supportive network around you. And thus far, it's been a great journey for me with those around me in this community, and also being part of the New York Dippers Club.
I want to share a memory of how I met Rizzo. And Shane, I'm curious if you have something to share about your first Rizzo encounter. But full circle, one of our other Rockaway Creates board members, Galit and I went to the Poseidon Parade together in 2020. And that's where I met Rizzo. It was like a small and mighty, it was like a little secret Poseidon parade. And we were dancing around the whale, and Rizzo kept coming up to me, and she's like, hi, hi, wow, you're just dancing over here by yourself? I'm like, yeah. And that's how we became friends.
Yep. I was like, don't dance by yourself. I'm dancing by myself. Let's join in and we'll dance together. It was
That's
great.
such a great description of what Rizzo's like. Like, I have seen you envelop people who are a little bit like, oh, I don't know. Should I hang out? Am I welcome? Are they lying to me? And you know, when I say envelop, I don't mean in an obnoxious way, but just like, you're just so open. You're like, invite, and then you give space, and you do it without even, it seems seamless. And it's really a beautiful way that people feel the option to return. And so just watching whatever community you're in build and build, and you're so ready and happy to just step in and receive. We had a gala a couple of years ago, and you received, I think it was it for Kiwanis? No.
I was with I think I was with the Kiwanis Club
Yes.
as a member, but I also helped receive an award for Salapizo
Yes.
with the pantry, to which I helped assist
Yes.
and run. And sadly, it's no longer there, but it was a great journey as well. And he helped the community through so many things, and it's a memory shared. And I'm happy to have been part of that as well.
Yeah, you just really step right in and step up. You're like, what's needed? Here's my hand.
I don't know where I'm going to go from one moment
here
to the next. Sometimes I try to do my very best. And what you've both said is touching to me, because I hope that I could put forth that, because it comes authentically and uniquely to my own self, as far as how I would want to be accepted, and knowing that in a position of growth, sometimes we're not always going to have people around us that are going to be supportive and people that want to be in our lives. And it's important, again, to have those who do encourage you. So in that way, they see you shine and lift you up, because sometimes you're not someone's cup of tea, and that's okay. But you have to start within you first. And that's the most important thing. So when we work on our inside here and we portray it out, it's an everyday thing. It's not that it's one and done. It's you get up in the morning and you start the day and you do the best you can, and you do better than the next.
Amazing. Well, it's not an R, but you are very loyal. I want to add that you're so super loyal.
I was thinking reverence there.
That is, I guess, that comes with my background as far as, once a Marine, always a Marine. I do take a lot of the things that I've gotten from the service and have paid it forward with those things. And at the time when you're going through them, we all don't like always wanting to be challenged or have authority figures and things like that. But I wouldn't have changed it for the world. It's made me into shape me who I am today. And I'm able to be a strong, powerful, intelligent leader at the same time that gives grace to those, and also has the ability to, like, as you said, take it in as there's two things that I've learned, and I get the words mixed up sometimes, but it's perceiving and perception. So we put ourselves in the way we perceive things, or in the perception of it, and you put yourself in the other person's shoes. And sometimes, instead of making irradical judgment, we end up taking a moment for ourselves to see that we don't always have to be right, and we don't always have to have it our way. But a good leader ends up seeing themselves in someone else's shoes as well, and meet in the middle and agree to disagree and or move forward.
That's beautiful.
So
share with us about the this Rockaway or this Rizzo lifestyle that's been bubbling up for you.
Well, myself, Rizzo, the nickname came from being in the military. My last name shared as Ragazzino, and I'm known as Kate Rizzo. And of course, Rockaway Rizzo, being here and now living here. It is a lifestyle. Rockaway is amazing, with the beach, with the community, there's so much inspirational things happening here daily, whether it be someone baking goods, someone having a market, someone selling their things, asking for help, all of the shops, everybody. And I hope to be part of that, So as a community member and giving back, I wanted to find my passion fit in somewhere there where I could do things within my dog walking, my house sitting, things that I do for the seniors, and not just for myself. There's people that are in the community that I know that I can help. So there's people that would like to do those things that I'm doing. So it's almost like a resource. So then that way, if people contact me, I don't have to do it all. There's plenty to go around, and it's joyful. Like I said, you don't have to do it all, but you can give it all, but also maintain the boundaries to which you have to have self-respect and love for oneself.
So good. It's like you're the hub, and you just like put the puzzle pieces where they fit for people to feel good. And what I like about that is, and I see it in Rockaway a lot. So it's nice to have a place to refer it to, which is you, which is somebody needs a wheelchair. This person needs a dog walk because they're not healthy or what. And it's like, it's really nice because it's a vulnerable time. And so to have a person to refer to, it's just really, it speaks for how Rockaway operates really on a big whole scale without feeling like, oh, you know, in a big vacuum.
And I feel like I'm like anybody else. I'm not the first one to ask for help all the time for myself. But sometimes when you have it within yourself to help others, you are really helping yourself help others at the same time equally. And those people who need help, who actually ask for help, that's where I stand up and I'm able to be helpful to them, and we help each other. So it's a give and take equally. You know what I mean? So it's not, and the boundaries are set as far as helpful boundaries, you know, because we never know where we're going to meet someone and where they're at. So to be open to where they're coming from and giving that space to grow.
So I had the pleasure of meeting Daisy a long time ago, and I know that she's your four-legged love, and that really has brought you to all the work you do with the doggies today. Can you tell us more about that? And like,
sure.
And like, who's your ideal dog to walk or to sit for? And how can people, you know,
I have lots of love
get
for
on
all
your
the dogs.
schedule?
Yeah, it is practically full, but I do take references and referrals and things like that. So Daisy May was my service dog. While I was in service, I did have involvement in conflict and also had a traumatic brain injury, which led me down to a lot of years of therapy, which then I spoke about earlier in the beginning of the podcast. I had a home health aide for about 12 years, equally as long as my service dog, that many people are not aware of because of the progress, thank God, that I made in the last several years. My home health aide actually retired in 2021, and my service dog sadly passed away in December 20. And then shortly after that, I had sustained a fire. So resilience is definitely within the core of where I'm at. And my service dog was so important to me. My dog was a medical alert dog. So from my injuries in the service, which many cannot see, and invisible wounds and unseen, with a traumatic brain injury, my dog was able to alert me 10 to 15 minutes before I was to have an episode of a migraine headache, which would be triggered by either smells, food, or environment. At that point in time, over the 12 years with the alert dog, I was able to come self-reliant for myself to learn those triggers. So when she passed, which was detrimental to both my well-being at the time and what I was going through, it was an important step for me to start taking time for myself. And I was not ready, and I'm possibly still not ready for another dog. But they're so important to me, and life lessons I learned from my service dog to save my life, and more than just my life. The dog, Daisy, was to me like she was like a human in the body of a dog, but she was so good to everyone else too. So she was helpful and could help others along the way. Is that a background noise?
There's some kind of
somebody
wind coming through.
Wind is coming through. They hear me.
Yeah,
Thank you,
exactly.
Daisy. So
Daisy interference.
Daisy's coming in. So I just want to know if I should continue or not, because I wasn't quite sure. And you know, service to animals are wonderful. And a love for animals is wonderful. I tell people all the time that your animal is like your child sometimes. And you love your dogs and your cats and all those creatures that come into one's life. They share their lives with you for a short period of time. And so they give the unconditional love. And Daisy gave me that unconditional love. And through that, I healed. The dog that she was helped me heal through the abilities that she was given. And I'm grateful for that. And now in return, I feel like there's people in the neighborhood who have some senior dogs. Their lifestyle has changed. They don't always have the opportunity to either go to work or go vacation, or just don't know who they want to put their loved dog in hands of someone they trust. So I hope that I could be that person, and with the skills I bring forth from what my dog taught me, who was passing, you know, I had diabetes and I had to give some needles to and care for a certain way. The compassion and love that I gave my dog, I give to their dogs as well. And I don't really have a favorite. I love all my dogs. I do have a dog though, and I got to say her name is Rizzo, and she's I love you if you're out there. Her name is Rizzo, and she's a French bulldog. And I have another one named Rosie, and I have Milo and Bruno, who are my nightly dogs, who I absolutely love, and they have the most wonderful owners. I'm grateful. I have Sasha on 116th Street. I have so many that go in a circle of just great owners, and the dogs and cats themselves are just loving.
I mean, I can't help but mention, like, you know, you were definitely a family member to Cooper, and he just needed you to come over. And I didn't trust him with anybody. I just was basically tethered. And then you were really open, like genuinely, to just come sit with him on the couch and do not just the extra, but the extra that he needed. And it just gave me, not for a second was like, how's that going to work out? Like,
he was amazing, Cooper. He was resilient. He was always right there. And he was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. You're not trapping me in. And I'm like, can we just like right here, Cooper? We're good. He's like, nope.
Yeah, he's from the Bronx. He had a life of, a mess in the beginning, and you just really gave him the love and attention and care. And it's just like how you are with people is how you are with dogs, is how you are with friends. Like, you're just big heart on the table. Here's what, and like you mentioned, boundaries. And so it's really good to be around you, and you have healthy boundaries. You're willing to learn and connect and grow from the moment. And it's really admirable. And we're so lucky to have you as a friend, as a member of Rockaway Creates and Dippers, like everywhere where we get to hang out is just better.
I have to say, one thing I remember Cooper was his little smile and his little teeth.
Oh,
yeah. So cute. Right. And you little Cheryl. Oh, what a baby. Thank you for sharing him with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was 18 and a half when he passed away. And like I don't even think there was much time that like I went away. If I was going out for a long time, you were coming here. It wasn't like a question, and there wasn't another option.
Thank you.
Either you were here or I wasn't going.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. I imagine. Well, I'm glad that you let it in, because you're so valued by so many people. I'm sure you have keys of many people's homes.
So they've got a stack of keys.
Yeah, like you're super trustworthy. That's like really beautiful, and I think that it makes up for the things that people feel. There's a lot of loss in the world, and so to have someone like you is just, it really fills the gap of, what do we do if it's like, well, Rizzo will either do it herself or she'll know somebody to
definitely find somebody or get you to the right resource, because you guys yourselves are great resources. And I'm so happy to have known and know you guys through the things that you bring forth to be even here today. You guys offer so much in yourselves, and the opportunity to be here I'm grateful.
So is there anything else you want to mention or plant a seed or talk about?
Well, with Rockaway Rizzo, I am looking to hopefully, with a lifestyle brand, of bringing both forth of what I do in the neighborhood as well as out of the neighborhood, meaning worldwide. Who knows? It's like the oysters, right? Did they do this little saying? Because I don't know, because my brain was the ocean is your oyster.
Make it up right now.
Yeah. Sure. The world's your oyster.
Yeah.
Your oyster too.
Yes, that's it.
Why not?
You guys know what I'm trying to say. So we set our own intentions, and they can be above and beyond. You create that. So it doesn't always turn out the way we think it's going to, and how it ends up in our lives. So for me, I would hope to make a lifestyle brand of either clothing or something that helps the community through inventions or integration, collaboration. So it's not just about me. It's almost like this community gets to collaborate together. So I'm not an island. I'm not always on my own. I would like to bring us together. So that's what we're doing right now. So if there's anybody that finds that any of my services might be able to help them, please reach out to Rockaway Creates. Find me on Instagram at Rockaway Rizzo, and also check out the New York Dippers Club on Instagram. And I'd be happy to help. And I'm looking forward to meeting those individuals that would like to come up to me, or if I find you taking a look over, I'm going to come up to you. I'm definitely going to come up to you.
Yep.
And invite
you. That's how it works.
Yeah. So if you see Rizzo or any of us really on the board, it's okay to say hi, and be mindful that we're interested in meeting you and hearing your ideas and seeing what, that's what's great about Rockaway is everybody communes on the boardwalk. So it's okay to initiate a conversation and be aware that, your ideas can be birthed sometimes by being in connection. And that's what Rockaway Creates is all about. And we're creating right now is connection. And sometimes it's just one conversation. I mean, I have so many stories that jump to my head about one conversation of like, I want to do that. I want to do that too. Boof. Next week it's happening.
So can we expect some merch from Rockaway Rizzo coming soon?
I hope so. Over the summer, I'm learning. When Graham Collis left, he inspired me to do and continue with the New York Dippers Club. So with that, it's been like a 5-year, 3-year plan. We're in our 4th season. So over the summer, I'm taking a little break and I'm going to be taking some classes on social media, learning some business aspects. And I hope that when we return in November 1st is our start, we'll have an opportunity to have a store, have different things, and it would fall under Rockaway Rizzo would be then the supplier for the New York Dippers Club. And I'm looking forward to that. And I also have some ideas that I'd like to bring as far as clothing and different things to the brand of Rockaway Rizzo or the Dippers Club. Yes.
Do you have any shout outs you want to make?
Well, I'd like to say thank you to the community that has as the Dippers. As the captain, again, dipping is a catalyst. We have so many people as the captain. I get to meet people all the time throughout the world. We have bakers, we have teachers, we have artists, we have dog walkers, we have people who do nonprofits. So in that community itself, by coming and finding, if you find that cold water therapy might be something that you might want to look into, you're going to meet people that can inspire you and bring forth maybe a dream that you might have. So please reach out. And I'm hoping that with Rockaway Rizzo as a brand that you'd like to join in me with that dream. I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
So, yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we love doing these. It just feels so good also because we know all the amazing people at Rockaway Creates, and then we get to like put you on the stage, and it's really an honor to have you here.
I must say how comfortable I am. And that's one of the reasons why, you're never going to get all of this all at once and different things. So that's why I like to be welcoming to all of us here to be able to say, if you see us or if you want to reach out, please contact us, because this is such a small period of time of a glimpse of what we have to give to one another and the opportunity to get to know each other. So I hope that you out there take action as well as moving forward what your dreams are and what you want to do for yourself. Don't limit yourself. Go out there and make it happen. And if you want help, I'll help. I'll get people to help. I'm here for you, and I want to grow with you.
I'm pumped up. I was great. I love this. Thank you for being so motivational and bringing your, doing all the work with yourself and knowing that the more work you do with yourself, like it spins out and you keep giving and receiving, and beautiful.
Well, so if you're watching this right now and you know somebody who can benefit from knowing Rockaway Rizzo, please share this episode with them, and we'll make sure we circle back with Rockaway Rizzo.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
And your comments mean a lot, and your likes and your shares. So go ahead and do all those fun things and share with people why you're sharing it, why you're commenting, because it's social media makes it a smaller world, and we can make it really meaningful, or it can just be like blah, blah, blah. But we are really here to share far and wide what the goodies
heart of the matter.
Yeah. And the goodies that Rockaway has for everybody. So thanks for watching.